Hello there, Star Wars fans and collectors, and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Today's going to be another double review, and today we'll be taking a look at Darth Vader from the Dark Times, and this is based on his appearance in the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. And we will also be taking a look at the A New Hope Darth Vader that recently came out, and the reason why this is a double review is because these two figures are the exact same figure uh, with, uh, with slight repaints and yeah, that's really it. The two figures, are the same, but the New Hope Vader has a slight repaint to make him more accurate to his depiction and appearance in A New Hope. But other than that, the mold is pretty much the same in terms of the body and the head sculpt. And I'll compare the two up close later. But before we take a look at the figures itself, let's take a look at the packagings that the figures come in. The packagings are your standard vintage collection Kenner style card back. Obviously, because these two are based on different movies and shows, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader has a picture of him, which looks to be Malpuzzo in the background, but it has a picture of him from the show, and that's the card back picture. And the episode 4 Darth Vader has the standard Darth Vader on the Death Star photo, and they've reused this photo many times back in the Kenner days, and Hasbro recreated that when they released their versions of Darth Vader. But a lot of collectors will know that when Star Wars first came out, and Kenner made the Star Wars figures, they released a Darth Vader for the Star Wars line, or the Star Wars wave, because this was before it was called A New Hope, and it had a picture of Darth Vader on the Death Star, and that was the main card back photo. When they released Darth Vader for the Empire Strikes Back, they added the Empire Strikes Back name on the card back, but they kept the same picture, and that was really it. And I think the only time they changed it was for the Return of the Jedi wave, but they still kept the same figure. And it is what it is, but I'm not complaining. That's just a little history lesson for you guys. But other than that, everything is the same from the front. The back is the same. Well, it's similar in terms of the bottom. The bottom is pretty much this. Well, it has the same stuff. It's just formatted differently. The Kenobi Vader is figure number 241, and it shows other figures in the line, that being Boba Fett, and underneath it says Marak, and this is based on his appearance in The Mandalorian. We got Reva, the third sister, Obi-Wan Kenobi as a wandering Jedi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, Anakin Skywalker as a Padawan, Ahsoka is 332nd Ahsoka's clone trooper, Din Djarin from Marak, Darth Vader from the Dark Times, and that's the one I'm reviewing. And we got the Mandalorian Super Commando. Everything else in the bottom is the same. Now for New Hope, we got a picture of the figure, the name of the character, and a description of the character. The first paragraph is in English, and the rest of it are the same thing in different languages. The bottom, again, is pretty much the same. And it says for the description that during the Galactic Civil War, Darth Vader set out to find the Rebel Alliance's secret location to retrieve the schematics of the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. And that is it for your packaging. Now, before we put the packaging aside, I want to show you the accessories that both of the Vaders come with. So both of them come with a lightsaber hilt that you can peg to the belt. They also come with two alternate hands. The right hand is a finger pointing hand. The left hand is a closed fist, and these are interchangeable. And like I said, both of them come with the same accessories, from the lightsaber to the hands. So yeah, I did buy another Dark Times Vader back then when it first came out, and I bought one just to swap the hands, and this is what it looks like. You can also mix and match them, where you can for example, you can replace the right hand but keep the left hand and whatnot, and vice versa. But I just did this just to kind of distinguish this from the other Vader. And yeah, so that is it for your packaging and card backs, and let's get back to the figures, since there's two of them. And let me just zoom in just a bit so we can get a better look at the figure or figures. And articulation that Vader has is a ball joint at the neck, hinged shoulders, hinged elbows, hinged wrists, uh, ball joint at the waist, hinged hips, swivel upper thigh, hinged knees, and hinged ankles. And overall, the detailing is fantastic. And let's do a comparison real quick. So in terms of the helmet, the head sculpt is pretty much the same. But the only difference is that for the New Hope Vader, they painted the lenses to be more red. It's more like a maroon reddish color. But it is accurate to what we saw in the film, and of course they repainted the body to have his or it depicts his tabard robe over his shoulder armor, whereas the Kenobi Vader doesn't have it over the shoulder armor. And what's funny is that the Black Series Vader. Here's the thing: the Black Series, when they made Darth Vader in 2017 for the anniversary to A New Hope, they made a New Hope version of Darth Vader where where he had the robe over his shoulder armor, and then in 2022 when they made figures for the Kenobi line, they just took the same Darth Vader and adjusted the robe under his shoulder armor for screen accuracy. And it's funny because those two are the same figures, these two are the same figures. So and one's based on Kenobi, one's based on New Hope. So it's kind of funny how Hasbro has just reused the same figures for different appearances of Darth Vader. But it's fine, it works. The suits that are seen in both the TV show and the film, they are very similar given the timeline of the show and movie. But yeah, I would say this body that is used for Darth Vader is the definitive body for Darth Vader, and it's a great. These two are great figures, 10 out of 10, and I'm just happy that Hasbro gave us, a good Darth Vader with good articulation. And let's compare him real quick to the other Vaders that Hasbro recently released. First off, we're going to compare him to the Duel's End Darth Vader. As you can tell, the body is pretty much the same, but they just repainted some of the control panels and the other parts of his suit to make him look more battle damaged. The helmet is of course different because it is a battle damaged helmet, and if you remove the helmet you see Anakin Skywalker there you go underneath. So yeah, the cape, all the capes are soft goods, but the cape for the Duel's End Vader, it has a hole, and some of the bottom parts are a bit shredded. Again, it's to depict a battle damaged look. And let's compare him to the Return of the Jedi Vader. Now, I want to say that they use the same body as well, but I feel like this is a slightly different body because I feel like the body on the Return of the Jedi Vader is a bit bulkier. But that could be just me. But the hands are the same, the accessories are the same. We do have this extra forearm, which is a separate accessory for the Return of the Jedi Vader. So maybe that's the reason why the body and the arms are a bit different, a bit, because they're trying to make him, make this work. But yeah, they are very similar. And yeah. But overall, again, I'm gonna say this again, but these two are great Darth Vader figures, 10 out of 10, and definitely get them. And because these two are the same figure, having two is pretty much having a variant of one of each, and it's something I can get by. So with that being said, thank you for watching. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.